They say blood is thicker than water, but what they don't tell you is that blood can also be the heaviest chain. My family's name used to carry weight, power, legacy, respect, but that weight, it crushed us. It wasn't about love or loyalty anymore. It was about control, betrayal, and a curse that never let go. You think you know where it all started, don't you? A few bad choices, some bad luck, maybe a misunderstanding. But the truth? It runs deeper. Generations of darkness woven into our story, secrets hidden in silence, choices made in desperation, and a sense of inevitability that followed us like a shadow. My great-grandfather once whispered about the curse in hushed tones, a warning that was brushed off as superstition. Yet here we are, trapped by it. Every success was built on a lie, every triumph stained with guilt. You can't escape what's been etched into your bloodline. It started long before I was born. Tragedy, loss, betrayal, it was all part of the legacy. And now it's my turn to carry that burden, to face the sins of those who came before me. But at what cost? We thought we were in control. But really, we were just pawns in a game we couldn't understand. So you ask me why I'm here, why I ended up behind these walls. It's simple. When a curse grips your soul, there's no escape. You either fall into it or fight until the end. And I'm still standing, though. Every step forward feels heavier than the last. It wasn't supposed to end like this. We were supposed to rise, break the cycle, leave the past behind. But curses don't let go that easily. They linger, weaving their way into every decision, every action. And before you know it, you're trapped in a web of your own making. I thought I could outmaneuver it. I thought if I played the game smart enough, worked the system, made the right moves, maybe, just maybe, I could rewrite the story. But all I did was dig a deeper hole. It started small, subtle at first. Little lies, half-truths. Nothing major, nothing to really notice. You justify it, telling yourself it's just the way things are done. Everyone's doing it, right? You turn a blind eye, thinking you're in control, but then the stakes get higher. You get greedy. The lines blur, and soon, there's no coming back. I made deals with people I shouldn't have, people with blood on their hands. Partners who weren't just in the game, they defined the game. Extortion, bribery, manipulation, it all became part of the routine. And as the web grew tighter, I could feel the curse tightening with it. Every wrong move chipped away at what little piece I had left. The worst part, you can't stop. Once you're in, the only way out is through the fire. You walk the path of destruction, leaving pieces of yourself behind with every deal, every compromise. And eventually, it consumes you. Every moment of success felt fleeting. Every moment of calm was just a brief respite before the storm returned. I used to think I had control, but now I know better. The curse isn't something you outsmart. It's something you endure until it's finished with you. And the worst part, it's far from over. It wasn't enough to stay in the shadows. No, I had to push further, dig deeper into the darkness. The curse was always there, breathing down my neck, but I thought I could outmaneuver it. I thought if I kept moving, kept building, I could build something that could withstand the storm. But that's where it all unraveled. The more power I gained, the more I fed into the curse. The guilt, the fear, the paranoia, it ate at me from the inside out. You think having everything makes you untouchable, but it only makes the fall harder. The partnerships became tighter, more dangerous. I tied myself to people with secrets darker than my own, criminal organizations, corrupted authorities, figures who operated beyond the law. We convinced ourselves we were untouchable, that nothing could break us. But that's where we were wrong. Every deal we made was a step closer to the fire. Every false promise, every betrayal. They left scars, deep wounds that never healed. The line between power and destruction blurred, and soon, the very foundation we built was crumbling beneath us. And then came the wildfires. It wasn't just a natural disaster. It was a reflection of everything we had created. Those fires didn't just consume land. They consumed lives, families, homes. And my name was tied to it. Not directly, but the money, the influence. It fueled the greed that allowed those companies to cut corners, sacrifice safety for profit. I couldn't hide from it anymore. Every news report, every headline, they all pointed back to me. The curse wasn't content with just haunting me. It wanted everything I built to burn. And that fire, it wasn't just in California, it was inside me too. I used to think I could outrun the truth, that if I stayed busy enough, stayed ahead of the game, the past would fade away. But it doesn't work like that. The past always catches up. The curse, the mistakes, it's always there, waiting. And once it catches hold, it doesn't let go. Sitting in this cell, there's no more running, no more distractions. Just me, the bars, and the weight of everything I've done. I used to believe I was in control, that I was smart enough, ruthless enough to avoid the consequences. But now, I see how foolish that was. Every moment of triumph, every moment of power, none of it meant anything in the end. The fame, the wealth, the respect, it was all a mask. Behind it was a man desperate to stay afloat, to keep the empire from collapsing. And when it finally did, there was no one left to save me. Prison isn't just a place where they lock you up. It's a reflection of your soul, a mirror to the chaos you've created. I walk these halls and see the faces of men who've been consumed by the same greed, the same illusions. We thought we were different, untouchable, but now we're all here, paying the price for believing in something that wasn't real. The bitterness lingers, the anger, the regret. It all comes flooding back. I can't escape the guilt, the memories of the people I hurt, the lives I shattered in my pursuit of power. Every deal I made, every sacrifice, it's all etched into my consciousness. And there's no escaping it now. They call us criminals, monsters, and maybe that's true, maybe I am. But the real monster was the man who forgot who he was, who lost himself in the chase for something bigger, something unattainable. And here I sit, left to reckon with the aftermath. There's a moment in here, a real moment, when you finally face it, when the reality hits you like a slap across the face, and there's no denying it anymore. This isn't some game. This isn't a chance to fix things later. This is the end. Every day behind these walls is a reminder of what I've lost, what I've become. The prison life strips you down. You wake up, see the same faces, hear the same stories. Broken men who once ruled their own empires, who once thought they were invincible. And now we're just surviving. Day by day, cell by cell, the confrontations come at night. The whispers that turn into shouts, the memories that creep into your dreams, every deal, every betrayal, they never leave. You think the world outside is cruel? Try living with the weight of your own mistakes, locked in here with nothing but the silence in your thoughts. They say time heals, but not here. Time just makes everything clearer. Every conversation, every handshake, it's laced with lies, deals you can't back out of, favors you owe to survive. The real monsters, they walk free on the outside, and we're the ones paying for their sins. There's no escape from the truth in here. No one to protect you from what you've done. The bars aren't just physical, they're mental. The more time I spend in this place, the more I see how much damage I caused. How much of it was my own doing. I thought I could outsmart the system, outmaneuver the curse. But in the end, it was never about luck or strategy. It was about control, losing it, or hanging on to it until it devoured everything. And now, I'm left with nothing but the echoes of what was. It's funny how the smallest decisions can lead to the biggest consequences. One wrong move, one gamble too far, and everything crumbles. That's where I'm at now. Every day in here is a reminder of how close I came to losing everything, and how much I already have. You think the worst part is the loss of freedom, but it's not. It's the realization that I'll never fully escape the ghosts of my past. Every time I close my eyes, I see their faces. The ones I betrayed, the ones I hurt. They haunt me in every shadow, every quiet moment. And that's the real prison. No matter how many years they give me, no matter how long I sit here, the punishment never feels like it's enough. because the damage I did isn't something that can be undone by time or imprisonment. It's a wound that runs deep, carved into the lives of people who trusted me, who thought I had their backs. And now I watch as the world moves on without me. Friends, family, everyone I thought would stand by me, they're gone, forgotten. The media has turned me into a villain, and there's no way to fix that narrative. There's no redemption in the eyes of those I've hurt. They see me as nothing more than a monster, a man who lost his way and took everything down with him. This is my legacy, a man who once had everything and threw it all away. And in here, there's no escaping the truth. No matter how much I pray, how much I hope for a different ending, the only thing that's certain is the slow, suffocating weight of my own guilt. They'll call me a criminal, a liar, a fraud, and maybe in some ways, they're right. But what haunts me the most is knowing that I was once more than that. A man who let his ego and ambition blind him to everything that really mattered. And now, as the days stretch on, all I have is the weight of what's been lost, and the ache for something that can never be found again.
Mm-hmm.